Yeah, Tony, I won't ruin your show like I do on the morning steam. I promised Mindy that whenever a goal is scored, that I would give an international goal call. And I've done that almost like clockwork. You just missed out. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo got credit for the goal there. Looks like my 9 game winning streak on the morning steam could come to an end here. I picked the draw, but Uruguay, they need a goal desperately or they're going to be heading home.
Yeah, well, there's still a lot of time left, still a lifetime left in this game. Just the 10th minute into the second half here. I don't know,
Yeah, the draw is my
Ronaldo.
call, by the way.
I don't
So
know. I don't know. It might have hit a strand of hair. I didn't see any contact. I don't know if they're going to give him the goal or not. But it's hard. It was hard to tell. I couldn't tell if he scored or not. But we'll see how it rolls
yeah,
here.
I'm
Maybe
not
it just
sure.
touched.
Might
He
be
should
some
have
hair
spiked his
gel on the
hair. He
ball.
should have spiked his hair. He would have got credit. That was the problem. He should have spiked it up. All right, Ramon.
Still,
Let's. All right, here we go. Let's go. We'll look at the NBA tonight. Raptors here against the Cavaliers here with Cleveland laying 3, total 215.5.
yeah, Tony, Cleveland and Toronto tonight in the Scotiabank Center. In this one, Cleveland comes in playing pretty well again. All of a sudden, they've won 5 of their last 6 games, but we know that they're a little bit better right now at home than on the road. That's, I think, statistically obvious. Cleveland, we think about defense when it comes to the Cavs, but they're fourth in adjusted offensive efficiency this season, 116 points per game. Toronto, not too bad either, considering their tone of play, 11th in adjusted offensive efficiency at 113 points a game. You think of these two teams, and Cleveland's games average 222 points per game, 114, 108. In Toronto, average score 111 to 110. So what'll happen tonight when these two get together? You see the line there moving toward the Raptors. You see the total there. Tony also moving to the over. That indicates one thing to me, that maybe it's time finally for Pascal Siakam to return to the lineup tonight. I'm showing a total a little bit even higher than that. I think in some of the places when I sent it into you, it was a little bit lower than that. So just over the last 90 minutes or 2 hours or so, we're seeing an increase in the total, increased move on the Raptors. No official word yet, but it just, to me, that's an indicator. Pascal Siakam and those 25 points per game looks like he might be ready to come back to the lineup tonight, join Fred Van Vliet, join OG Anunoby. Uh, those guys right there are 45 points per game this season. We know Cleveland, yeah, we think of the defense, but Jared Allen, he's going to be out of this game, even though Cleveland ranks in the top 5 defensively. They are playing back to back. They beat Detroit last night, 102 to 94. They've also lost 5 of their last 6 games on the road. Despite this hot streak, they're allowing 111 points in those games. So you're going in there without Allen. You've got, Donovan Mitchell's great, right? He's a traffic cone on defense, allowing just as many points as he scores. Probably that's an exaggeration, but D. Mitch is still good for 30 on the offensive end. Garland playing terrific as well, 25 points per game over this month scoring. They met back in Toronto October 19th, finished under this number, 108 to 105. But I don't know. For me, Tony, you got Cleveland. They're still third in 3-point shooting percentage. You have a Toronto team that's 30th in 2-point field goal percentage allowed and 27th overall in field goal percentage allowed. To me, looks like the pundits are on the under. That puts me on the over, I think, in this one. Plus, this subtle move to the over, I have to respect this market activity. Toronto not great in some of the, uh, you know, offensive categories, but they are number one in the league in points off turnovers, second chance points, and fast break points. Key numbers when you're able to force some turnovers and get moving a little bit to help this one go over for me. Tony, I'm going against the grain here. Over in Cleveland, Toronto tonight.
All right, we're going over here, Cleveland and Toronto. The word here on Siakam, he did practice Sunday for the second time in 3 days. They'll have a chance to make it back here in this one, but he's going to be reevaluated after the shoot around this morning. And once the evaluation is over, we'll find out more about that. So Although they said that he should have a better odds of suiting up Wednesday in New Orleans. But again, if he's ready to roll, it'll be tonight after they evaluate the shoot around. Cavaliers and Raptors from Ramon here to go over the total here of 215.5. And of course, just looking at some of these injuries, and this is we're starting to hit it again, Ramon, with these injuries. We know Allen's out; he's a defender, right? We know that Love is out. He's a key guy off the bench. He's someone who's important there. Siakam as well. Of course, another also a scorer there is Scotty Barnes, that he received a questionable tag as well.
Yeah, definitely. Barnes going to be. I don't know if he's on questionable, but I think Siakam's status is an upgrade to the questionable tag. So again, I'm looking at that move, Tony. This is often a big indicator of injuries and people and players set to return. When you see that type of move in a game like this, this game, it actually opened as high as 219 and really went as low as 211 and a half today. We did see some crazy line movement in this game. So really, you're actually seeing upwards of 4 or 5 points off of a market low. Pardon me, off of a market low already today in a wild swinging market in this one today. So I'm kind of looking at that as my indicator. We'll see what the report is that comes back, but often you'll see the report kind of come in, um, you know, uh, through the market move, through the line, right?
Yeah.
Our key indicator
Yeah, the
for
lines took up.
gamblers.
The
So,
information sifts through to some of these reporters. Looks like Barnes' knee is questionable. He's missed the past 2 games, and
yeah,
he returned
yeah,
to practice Sunday again. Another situation. The shoot around will depend whether or not. Again, I think again they're kind of pointing again to that Wednesday game against New Orleans, but we'll see how it rolls. You
yeah,
never know with these NBA games. They may want to get him in, but Toronto needed. Of course, they have to do a lot of rebounding, a lot of defense to win games. And because they need those scores in there. Roan likes the Cavaliers Raptors over 215.5. This one to have a start time of 7:40 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com right now for today's action. So great results here in the NHL. We've got a nice NBA board. We have Monday Night Football. We got a lot of college basketball. As always, here as moving forward here on the card as well. NHL. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Tony, I'm focusing in on Monday Night Football. I've got my uh, play today in the MNF game, the $15 premium discount pick for Monday Night Football. How about that? Look, it's not a great game aesthetically on the field, so let's pass it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got you, Tony. It is a $25 play. Let me not misquote that, but got my best bet on the game tonight. It was in the early college basketball game. I think that I had the discount best bet. That's what it is, Tony. There it is right there. Thank you. It's the game that's coming up between Dartmouth and Grambling. I've got the $15 Tony's Pick special right there. My best bet discount, just $15. Pick up a winner to start your day right now. Dartmouth and Grambling coming up in that little tournament. They're still playing one tournament out there, Tony, down in San Antonio with these teams. They'll have the matchup of the two San Antonio teams later tonight with the Incarnate Word and UTSA going at it. But you got one of the early games here, Dartmouth and Grambling. Pick it up for $15 over at Tony's Picks, and then bankroll that and pile it into a 5-pack to me in college basketball. I got 5 plays ready to go. There you see it, $30 over at Tony'sPicks.com. And Monday Night Football, $25. Steelers and Colts. What's going to happen? It's a closely rated game. If you don't know, log on to Tony'sPicks.com. Pick up my best bet winner in that game for Monday Night Football. That's what I got, Tony. 7 plays, it looks like, for tonight. Not sure I'm going to come with anything else. Uh, we're involved pretty heavily over on the morning steam today. Mindy and I came to a pretty strong consensus in the NBA card, a big card that we really agreed on a lot of games. Also in the NHL, we've teamed up also for a pretty big card. If you missed the show, don't want to go back and see all of our picks, you can pick them up over at Tony'sPicks.com. Choose the morning steam under the all cappers tab to get signed up. You'll catch our morning steam plays over there for today, where we have a big action in the NBA. If you need a handful of plays, check out the morning steam crew and our plays today. And also we have a 5-pack in the NHL. So Mindy and I are pretty busy on the show with plays today, and I'm focusing in on college ball with my card here to try to spruce up those numbers a little bit. They look pretty good there, but could be a little better. Uh, After I've had a roller coaster like everybody. I mean, that's the NFL, but man, you can go from a winning day to a break-even day in just a couple of seconds of the way those games fluctuate back and forth in the final minutes. And I think yesterday was a big indicator of that happening, just like it has all season, but more so yesterday, with point spreads that could have gone either way coming down the stretch. Exciting card, good card, probably a pretty might be a good game tonight, even though it doesn't look great on paper. Might be a close game anyway. I'll keep going, Tony. If you got,
I'm sorry, I
if
got to
you're,
go. Yeah, no, my gardeners have. We had a lot of wind out here, so they had a lot of work to do
yeah.
today. So I think you got me now, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right,
Hey,
yeah.
pick up Tony's plays, and you'll have gardeners. You'll have to do the work yourself.
That's right, no doubt about that, guys. Got Ramon over at Tony Six. I want to show this to you right here, where he's doing great work here for 2022. Look at the NHL here: 3,370 units of profit, NBA near 2,000 units, college football 1,194, NFL 788, summer league cranked the summer league 705, MMA 644. Remember those regionals, those totals during those regional base, but they were all over that. 644. Great work in CFL, FIBA as well, guys. So get on board there with Ramon over at Tony's Picks. I just showed you the numbers there over the past 30 days. Have been on fire as well. NHL, college football, college basketball as well. So get on board right now. Of course, we'll go ahead and show you what he's got up there on the board right now, as Ramon was talking about with his college basketball 5-pack. Monday Night Football is up there as well. And of course, you get the college basketball. $15 premium pick is up on the board. So get on board here for Ramon. But here we are on a Monday. Probably a good time to get on board with Ramon's 7-day all sports pass. Be in action here with Ramon. Get that 7-day pass. Get all of Ramon's premium plays here for 7 days. Includes all of his NFL. Of course, we have the NFL here on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. We got college football here on Friday as well as Saturday. Of course, all the NBA this week, all the NHL this week, college basketball this week, lots of action there. And of course, Ramon's, if he's in action with premiums in the World Cup, that'll be also part of it. He's always in action in MMA whenever there's an MMA card this week. So keep an eye there. He's put up some great numbers in the MMA. He studies that sport very closely, so that's also part of that 7-day pass, and we can save you some money here when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and then you will land right here on Ramon's page. And of course, just scroll down and you'll be able to buy the plays for today. The stuff in orange are profit guarantee. They're 1-day passes, meaning they must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. The stuff in yellow are not, because of the longer term passes. And they're already sold at a great discount. When you just look at the price, instead of buying them all individually, just get that 7-day pass. And with the promo code, you get a sizable discount. Again, access Ramon's page. Just click the link you see in the description and to get signed up. Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon, with more picks up there as well. Soon to have videos uploaded. And of course, that morning steam with you and Mindy, Saturday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow as we preview more games for this week. We've run out of college football regular season games. We're going to have plenty of college basketball, where that's been our best sport, Tony. We're clicking right now at close to 69% in our college basketball picks over on the morning steam. We couldn't come to a consensus today. Sound too great, but we did come to big consensus over there. Like I said, in pro basketball, I think we got 7 or 8 games we agreed on. Repackage those. You can pick those up over at Tony'sPicks.com, and 5 games in the NHL. So if you're looking for some solidly researched, thought out plays, not only from Mindy and I, but those in our chat, go on over to Tony'sPicks.com, pick those up. Choose the morning steam. There's where you can get all of our plays, or you can go back and just watch it for free on YouTube. But you gotta find the game, you gotta scroll the bar, you gotta listen to see. But here we just take care of the work for you. Pay a little bit of money maybe, and help Mindy and I out. Stay on the air with Tony's Picks, and also, yeah, Tony got a pick over on Twitter today. There you see at Tony's Picks Ramon, and my pick today is going to come to you in college basketball. It's a late game, so got time, but head on over to Tony's Picks Ramon, pick up a winner from me in college basketball, and over there at Tony's Picks Ramon on Twitter. Follow all of our handicappers as well. And yeah, that pick, Tony, coming up top of the hour. If anybody wants to get involved in that premium, like I said, Dartmouth and Grambling from the San Antonio tournament, day three. I think they're playing a round robin down there. That's why they ended up with 3 days worth of action with the four teams. And yeah, that's at the top of the hour. So appreciate it, Tony. Great job.
All right, Ramon, check out Ramon over at Tony's Picks. Ramon, and of course, one of our regulars chiming in from the Morning Steam. Butterscotch says, Morning Steam is rolling. Appreciate that there from Butterscotch, of course, as well as
That's our guy.
our guy. That's
Major,
right.
major contributor.
Timmy Two Show. I like how Ramon mentions sharp action. He says it's just cool.
Yeah, it's not. I appreciate that. Timmy's a great contributor to us as well. And Tony, when I use some of those terms, I mean, it's a term that a lot of shows, I think, just kind of throw it out and like, what do they really mean? Is it a real term? Well, I'm just using the market tools, that bookmakers use, that professional gamblers use, where you can actually determine. I don't know. Sometimes it goes off on the air. You've heard it. The uh, I don't want to say the names, but those major platforms that people use to chart the market. Yes, there are free services out there, and those are very good too. But when you get that Steam Play and you look at it, and the whole screen is lit up on that particular game, where the whole line of lines, every book is just moved on a game. That's real Steam. That's not just some term you make up. That's where the market is getting hit by syndicates, sharps, services. Sometimes services.
Oh yeah.
I know you've seen this, Tony, and other people have seen this because they're watching probably on YouTube. But one of the major companies, a pretty big company, they've shown how this works. They brought on, nationally renowned handicappers, big time handicappers that many people are familiar with, and said, "Hey, we're going to move on this game right now," and they do it live on the air. They say, "Okay, we're going to take this team. We're going to go over." And sure enough, they flash the market move on the screen, the platform, and that information itself has moved the line one or two times. That's how Steam works. That's a real term. That's not just something that's made up. A lot of people can throw around that term, and doesn't necessarily mean if a line is moved that it's been steamed, because there's injuries, there's
A lot of it is
over.
a lot of it is weather information that people may have been asleep at the wheel on. I know that because I've seen it happen before when people mention weather reports, and sure enough, you see the number move, especially on those Vegas-based shows. So sometimes you'll see that as well. So there you guys, there you go from Ramon. Check them out Saturday through Thursday here on the Morning Steam, and take a listen with him and Ramon and Mindy. All right, Ramon, keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thank you. See you then.
You got it, Ramon Scott.